Alright, Nifty Thrifty Girl, featuring a vintage Singer model 401. This is a very clean machine, estate find today. Estate find. It comes in the base, which gets covered by the carrying case top. Like that, and it locks on. The hard case, original. The case is in good condition. The accessories store up inside the case lid. Of course, the 401 is popular. It has over 30 built-in stitches, plus it has the capability to use the top hat cams. It does include the original accessory box in good condition. The hinges are nice. It's nice cosmetically. It does not have the top layer. The original, it has a top layer that sits down in and has some feet. Well, the top layer is missing, but the feet are included that are supposed to be. It's got the ruffler, the binder, the straight foot, the hammer foot, button sewing foot, special purpose foot, zipper foot. Has the straight stitch plate. It's got the 5 original cams that came with the machine. And now these cams are not, create patterns that are not built into the machine. There are 22 total cams available like this, but it would kind of be redundant to have a complete set of cams because the 401 creates the patterns itself that are on the 17 other cams. Class 66 bobbins. These are vintage, so they will work well. I recommend that you use vintage bobbins, metal, or plastic, because if you buy new bobbins, like at Walmart, the metal bobbins, they do have a protruding center ring, and sometimes they'll get hung up in your bobbin case. So you do get some vintage metal bobbins, as well as a few plastic bobbins. PDF copy of the instruction manual will be sent to you via email, because it did not include the original manual, and I don't have one. It's a very clean machine cosmetically, lots of shine, no major paint loss, paint damage at all. It is serviced and ready to go, like all of our machines always are. Oh, I'm sorry. I will say that, yes, there is a paint issue here on the side, and I believe it's where possibly the case was fitting down over it. There's some paint loss right here in 2 spaces on the end, and the same spot over here on this end. It seems like maybe the case has rubbed the end of the machine. But overall appearance from the front, the machine is very, very nice. Beautiful. It runs smoothly. All the wiring, the foot pedals, and the power cord are in good, like new condition. Very supple, not dry rotted. As you can hear, it purrs just like a 401 should. I'm going to go down here and do one of the built-in patterns. This is a block or a domino. Actually, this is a domino. On my nice pumpkin fabric there since it is fall. You can see it's humming right along. And I've also noticed that you're watching from a different angle because I did move my video station to another area, so now you're watching from this side instead of from the other side. So now I'm going to do a pattern, a cam. I have a cam in there. It's the arrowhead, I believe. So now we'll be making a pattern off the cam. And yes, it is the arrowhead. As you can see, it follows the cam just fine. Very nice example of a 401. Arrowhead by the cam. There's the block that was built in. Very, very nice example of a 401A. And of course, to make your patterns on the 401, the letter combinations are made using your dial. The first one pushes in. The back one pulls out. It's always easier to turn the dial if your stitch width is over all the way to 0. Let's do a straight stitch. Now, this is, of course, metal, gear driven. There's no belt. Does a nice straight stitch. Very nice. And it does twin needle patterns, and you don't have to buy a special needle. You can put 2 needles up in side by side, and you'll have a double needle. You don't have to buy a special needle. That's one cool thing. It is a slant shank machine. Uses class 66 bobbins. And like I said, it's a very nice example. And that is your Singer Model 401A.